had driven an immaculate last race for the McLaren team, last race in his Grand Prix career, leading by half a minute, only to have victory snatched from his hands, just as Niki Lauda did last year in the McLaren. What bitter, bitter disappointment for him. He may have been prepared to move over, and look at that! Out that, and colossally, that's Mansell! That is Nigel Mansell, and the car absolutely shattered. He's fighting for control, and you can see what's happened. Mansell is out of the race. Now, this could change and will change the World Championship.
Is everything cool, everything's fine, and then it just went bang, you know, and just lost the control.
Mika's tyre burst at 190 miles per hour.
When you spin off like that, you know, you do get some more grey hair.
The accident was terrifying, but not the first of the weekend. A cut on David Coulthard's tyre during qualifying caused a similar failure. But what had caused Häkkänen's?
Bridgestone have put a press release out, which I think explains everything. We're still looking at it, our engineers are looking at it, and until we understand it properly, then no more comment than that, really.
Now Ralph's in trouble. A left rear puncture spears him backwards into the wall, knocking him briefly unconscious and nearly taking Webber out. Minutes later, teammate Ralf Schumacher slammed into the wall at turn 13 due to another left-hand rear tyre failure. The incident was almost identical to the one he had last year that kept him out for 6 races.
Gibt natürlich noch keine Informationen, aber da sehen wir jetzt noch mal dieses...
Heikki's plight began much earlier on. A problem with the left front wheel rim meant that the wheel was sitting more loosely on the axle than it should have been, so the two were moving apart under high cornering loads. During Heikki's first stint, the wheel rim began rubbing heavily against the brake drum. Eventually, this caused enough wear to cause the catastrophic failure of the inner lip of the rim as Heikki went through turn 9.
And 3 more laps to go, Lewis. 3 more laps. Lewis, are you okay?
Can't believe it, guys.
It wasn't what people have come to expect from the two-time world champion, but on lap 8, this was an image that Pirelli didn't want to see replayed.
Got a puncher.
He'd kept Vettel 2 seconds behind, but now he had to complete almost a full lap on 3 wheels. 2 laps later, and Pirelli's nightmare continued. Now Massa had a left rear failure.
Okay, we're ready for you anyway. Of course, it couldn't have happened in a worse place.
The drivers switched position, but it wasn't just about avoiding his teammate. Verne's left rear tyre exploded, and Kimi was very lucky. A quick move to the right was very fortunate for Fernando.
Okay, box this lap.
All the curb. Just watch this. Yeah, you can see the tyre surface comes off first of all, so the actual integrity of the tyre was intact initially, so it's the actual tread pattern that's come off that tyre before the actual tyre has failed itself.
Boom. That's a lot of debris, isn't it?
Just like at Spa, wasn't it?
Yeah. And other people went longer than us on the same tyre. There were no signs, so the lap times were stable.
Oh, there's a puncture for Valtteri Bottas!
He ran across some debris. He ran across debris that was on the track.
Hamilton takes the lead. Bottas in the lead has now got a puncture.
Oh my God. It just blew up on its own.
Something has fallen off a car, it looks like. That is just tragic. And Ocon, let's just look at the replay of Danny Kvyat. Now, we've seen a lot of cars getting caught out by the wind, the gusting wind around Silverstone.
Yeah, right rear tyre, puncture or...
Defektet kapott, azaz. Defektet kapott, kivágta a rázókő, alászorult valószínűleg az első szárny, és hogy megtörik a karbonelem, utána, mint a kés kivágja az első szárny.
Szerintem bal hátsó defektet kapott.
Ez bizony defekt.
Igen, megy
azaz, erről nem tehetett. Semmi köze nem volt ehhez Strollnak.
Ez viszont komoly figyelmeztetés az élenállóknak, akik ugye 30.
Oh, and that's Max Verstappen! Max Verstappen on the main straight! Leading this race, now out of this race. Sergio Perez leads from Lewis Hamilton. Sebastian Vettel up into the podium places. We saw Valtteri Bottas back in 2018 lose the Azerbaijan Grand Prix with a tyre failure just a few laps from the end. History's repeated itself in 2021, and this year it's Verstappen. And we think it's the left rear tyre again. Verstappen had this race in his hands. His tyre failed. He is out of the race, thankfully out of the cockpit as well. But that is heartbreak for Max Verstappen. Anthony Davidson.
Yeah, I was just watching it. I was just listening in to see if he was lifting, coasting and cruising to the end of the race. And as he came down the straight, I watched it unfold.